Well, I'm glad to hear you say that, person in chat who I've never met before, Kodoom, because I am Professor Rockman, and I am here to explain to you how to beat Mega Man 2. To all you viewers out there, whether your name is Bunny Tails or something else. Step 1 is admire the music of the title screen like Uncle Jesse. Step 2 is pick normal. Step 3 is hit the start button. So yes, hey, this is Rockman. If you're not familiar with me, well, you should be. I am playing this on NES cartridge. The background is taken from the Legacy Collection on Switch, which I do own, but this is currently, I swear to you, being played on actual NES cartridge with an actual NES controller, the way God and 2 meters and 3 centimeters man intended. I don't know. Hey, Stalnox. Alright, and in all seriousness... Oh yeah, Sinnoh King. Keiji Inafune. I could theoretically beat Bubble Man first, but I don't want to. I could beat Airman first. I suppose I could beat Quickman first. Don't want to beat Heatman first. Don't want to beat Woodman first. Don't want to beat Crashman first. I definitely could beat Flashman first. In fact, the person that I start with the most is probably either Flashman or Metal Man. I'm going to start with Metal Man today. One of my favorite musics in the game, as I said. Let's get this energy crystal, as the instruction manual calls it, apparently. But no, it's an energy tank, which did not exist in Mega Man 1, by the way. Because that game was basically the frickin' Dark Ages. So how's the volume and everything? Wow, I'm looking at my TV and then I'm glancing over at the stream to see how it's looking, and Mega Man is literally invisible. Because of all the goddamn sprite flicker. Yeah, my stream is 30 FPS, 720p. Don't at me, bro! Speaking of bro, where is my bro? Somebody in Bunny's chat said that these look like something, I can't remember what. I always just thought they were drill bits. But yeah, Chirp came up with the concept of a 7-Eleven, which is a place in Super Metroid where you basically do nothing but farm energy. But this is basically this game's version of a 7-Eleven. Another thing that I didn't mention during Bunny's stream is the smaller amounts of energy. I always called them tidbits. So either me or Ratmus, I don't know who came up with calling them tidbits and saying every little tidbit counts. And yes, there's something up here, but you can't get it unless you have something like item 1 or item 2. That's a 1-up. So how's everyone in chat doing? Whoa. Did you notice, Doom, that during a lot of Bunny's streams, you know, I would be posting my wonderful Mega Man head emotes like this, and I kept wanting people in chat to be like, wow, Rockman, those are great Mega Man head emotes. Those are awesome, Rockman, and nobody gave a shit. So yeah, that energy tank is a trap. I don't think you can get it and survive unless you have, like, item 2, maybe item 1. These enemies, I don't know what they're called, but they can't be killed with P, but they can be killed with something like Bubble Lead I usually use on them. Remember back in 2014 when people used to give a shit on Twitch? Man, I love watching VODs from back then, right? So yeah, Metal Man's official weakness is Quick Boomerang. We also know that he dies to his own weapon. And he's also pretty easy to beat with P, obviously. You know, most people call Mega Man's weapon the Mega Buster, although I don't think it officially started being called the Mega Buster until, what, Mega Man 4? But I mean, what else are you going to call it? But as kids, when we were just playing Mega Man 2, me and Ratmus just called it P. We never really cared what it stood for. Like, you know, we just assumed it was player. But we would just refer to it as P. Yes, I mean, this is Jump and Shoot Man, right? Oh, you want a Vanna head, Stelnox? Here you go. Alright, chat vote. Who should I do next? Just kidding. I don't give a shit what chat wants. Yeah, well, I'm gonna do Flashman next. Why not? As I said, this is my favorite music from this game, besides Wily 1 and maybe the intro. And yeah, I guess this is ice or whatever, but every time you jump, you can immediately stop the slippery effect. So I'm just constantly, like, jumping to negate that effect. It never occurred to me that slipping would be difficult. Hey, Buck. Apparently I'm a horrible person. How's it going? Are you a horrible person? Post in chat if you are a horrible person. The Sniper Joe, Bunny's arch nemesis. Right, well, I did say earlier, Buck, that... What did I say earlier? I started with Flashman a lot during my life. I've also started with Metal Man a lot during my life. Is it 50-50? I don't know. But I could go either way, basically. And I have. Not sexually, though. Let's not talk about that. I'm just talking about with this game. Another thing that Bunny didn't try, she didn't even try to platform across this. What do you think, Bunny? Could you make it? I made it! Your reward is an energy tank, and you can't get past here unless you got crash bombs, so we gotta go back. Now here is a pro tip from Professor Rockman. Let's go under here, make this guy go to the left a little bit, and then run and run and run and despawn his ass. Alright, now if you want to have swiggity swag, that's a word the kids these days talk about, you gotta go into the boss room just like that, just like I did. Now, Flashman's weakness is Metal Blade, so I don't know why I was using P there. I mean, Doom, do you remember what the canonical reason is of how they came up with the, well, I think it was you know, when they came up with the idea for Mega Man and they gave you 6 bosses in Mega Man 1, and they were like, you can choose whatever you want. I think it came from rock, paper, scissors. I mean, that's part of how they came up with the idea. Did that have anything to do with their idea of like, oh, you can choose what level you want, or was it in reference to like most other games where you can't choose what level you want? You just start with level 1 and then go on to level 2. So they wanted to be different, non-linear. I don't know. You'd have to ask Enoch King. All right, so again, right now I could do basically anyone except Heatman. Fuck Heatman. And Heatman and Crashman I always like to save for the very end, but theoretically I could beat any of these 4. Just depends on how I feel in my heart and the standards of my community. You know, normally I wouldn't go Woodman. Let's go Woodman. Let's go to Woodman's, apparently, and hope they have some fucking Sundrop. So yeah, Woodman's is the name of a grocery store chain, I think in the Midwest, which is where I get my Sundrop now, when I'm not in Wisconsin. If you want to know what the names of all these enemies are, I don't know, look in the instruction manual. I'm pretty sure these are called hot dogs. You know what, here's a pro tip. Also, if I had Heatman's weapon, one charged up Heatman would just destroy one of those hot dogs. Jungle gyms. The other thing you could do is Metal Blade. Oh, yeah, Bunny, if you're watching, you know, Ratmus and a lot of people in chat were just going nuts, because I don't know if you just didn't realize this, or I was wondering if it was something with the controller you were using. But you know that metal blades can be thrown in any direction. Right, left, up, down, and diagonals. All 8 directions. And we weren't allowed to tell you that, Bunny. But now Ratmus can sleep at night. See how much better using diagonals can be with metal blades? Talking about, you know, which music in this game is good or everyone's favorite or number 1, number 2, number 3. Like, there's literally no bad music track in this entire game, right? Except maybe the game over music. Now, Bunny did this room the way that I would normally do it, but Doom wants to see the speedrunner way. Oh shit, we can't do it because we don't have item 2. Oh crap. Never mind then. These are, of course, atomic chickens. I don't even know what kills them. It's hard to kill them, so what you really need to do is just avoid them. Anyway, if I had item 2, you could use item 2 on that ladder and jet across that whole room above the chickens, basically. So yeah, Woodman is weak to metal blades. You just gotta wait till he throws his shield, but he is also weak to Heatman's weapon. If you have Heatman's weapon, you can charge it up, as the instruction manual says, and one fully charged Heatman will take him out. Of course, I am talking about normal mode. When I say one metal blade will kill Metal Man, that's only in normal mode. In difficult, it takes 2 metal blades. So I don't know if in difficult, one fully charged Heatman is enough to beat him or not. Alright. Bunny liked Airman's level. Well, I think she really liked the music. Maybe the level, definitely not the boss. I don't like Airman's level because I don't like, platforming where you can fall to your death. Let's get it out of the way. Yes, and I recently read, for those of you who did not hear, it might have been an interview, like in a YouTube video. Somebody asked, like, I forget if it was Keiji Inafune or who it was. Somebody asked one of the Mega Man 2 developers, why did you make Metal Man weak to his own weapon? And they said that they did it on purpose so that it would be a quote-unquote game secret that would be featured in magazines such as Nintendo Power, and that would hype up the buzz. They wanted to get something in a game magazine, so like game magazines would report, hey, did you know this secret trick? Metal Man can be killed by metal blades. Of course, only on the second fight. And I'm like, that's basically free advertising, right? See how much helpful diagonal shooting metal blades is? Another thing that you can do with these eggs is let the birds come out, and they will usually give you a lot of energy refills. Or like I was doing, you just take them out with one properly timed metal blade. These enemies, these giant heads, are of course, according to the instruction manual, called air tikis. Didn't know as a kid, but they're actually Japanese onis, which is pretty clear. That is very easy to die there. And now we come to, of course, me and Doom's favorite enemy in the game. No, not the sump pump. The instruction manual says that these fat guys with the fans in their bellies are called fan fiends, but we all know they are Chris Christie, right? And the best part is when they accidentally despawn because the NES can't keep that much stuff on screen at one time, which you might notice usually happens to this one. Oh, it's actually not happening to this guy. This guy almost always despawns. I don't think I fell victim to the power-up thing there. I think that was like I said, that Chris Christie is normally not there, so his wind was really blowing me back, unfortunately. That's what happened there. I blame Chris Christie. Let's see if he despawns this time. He didn't despawn that time. I think I killed him. So I'm not, as I said, this is actual cartridge, but I'm not playing it on an NES. I'm playing it on my AVS system, which has HDMI. I don't know why these guys aren't despawning. I don't think it's because of that, but who knows. Alright, so now we get to Airman, infamous boss during Bunny's playthrough. Yeah, the problem with Airman is you can't shoot through his air shooters that he shoots out. That's what they're called. You gotta get some way to get to him. His weakness is Leaf Shield, but only if you can get to him. You could also just use P. You could also just use, actually, Quick Boomerang, Bunny found out was good. But check this out. So he throws 3 of those swarms of air tornadoes or air shooters or whatever. Then he jumps from the right side of the screen to the left side of the screen. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hug the left side of the screen and get behind him. Okay, well, that works until he starts blowing you to the right. So that's your opportunity, or one of your opportunities, to hit him from behind. Who is Jim J. Bullock, and is he related to J. Jonah Jameson? Message from Dr. Light. Not to mention, going back to the emotes, every single time Bunny beat a boss during her playthrough, I did my MegaMan GG emote, and again, nobody cared, nobody noticed, nobody commented saying, wow, that's a great GG emote. Wow, Rockman Respects got some great emotes, said no one ever, even though I've got great fucking emotes. Let's do Bubble Man. No reason, just what I feel like doing, and also rip the frame rate or whatever. So the thing about these frogs is he spits out 3 of the mini frogs, and as long as there is at least 1 mini frog on the screen, he won't spit out any more. So you can strategically keep 1 of the frogs on the screen, and that will make the frogs not spit out any more frogs, as you can see. Wow, I certainly blew that. As you can see, even Professor Rockman dies. And it's okay, who cares, as long as it's not a race where I'm racing Kodoom, otherwise I'd be fucked. This is just a casual playthrough here. Like on Casual Runs Live, which doesn't exist anymore, unless it was 2014, right? See, I kept that frog on the screen and it slightly helped. Somebody used to have action adventure in his casual ass streams, but I don't know who the fuck that was. No problem there, right? Weird thing about this enemy that I don't think Bunny noticed, that I always noticed, is if you hit them with metal blades, their top comes off and they get pissed off. But if you hit them with P, they just die in 1 hit. You could use P here, or obviously Metal Blade is very useful as well. Doom, what is the name of these fish with the lanterns that come out of their head? Which are also something that you can echo in Echoes of Wisdom, by the way. I was thinking about that since I'm playing that game. These enemies are obviously not Metroids, because this is not Metroid, so what are they? Well, obviously Mocktroids, am I right? They're just called Lantern... Wait, do you mean that the enemy in this game was called Lanternfish? Because I was asking, like, what is the fish called in real life? Anglerfish. I remember when Bunny fell to her death right here, and Doom asked me if I had ever fallen to my death right here. Or, no, maybe it was right here. It might have been right here. I successfully did not fall to my death right there. I still never have fallen to my death right there specifically. So yeah, Bubbleman's weakness is, once again, Metal Blade. Gotta watch out for the spikes on his ceiling. And actually 4 Metal Blades killed him, and I believe also 4 Metal Blades killed Flashman as well. So Stomach said E57, Doom said Z57. What about Heinz 57 sauce? Alright, now it's time for Quick Man. Another one of my favorite music tracks. obviously the way to get this is to have item 3 and completely fuck it up. I suppose you could use any item to get that, really. Well, hold on a second. When I made the vertical transition, did you see garbage pixels at the top of the screen? Let's take a look at that again. Yeah, there's some garbage pixels coming up there. Okay, well, okay. Alright, you know what, like, because I was going to go through here and just do the lasers the way I would normally do them, but you want me to show off stopping the lasers, so I'm going to show off stopping the lasers right now. So yeah, for those of you who don't know, like Bunny, these instant death lasers that come out, one way that you can deal with them, besides just running for your life, if you have it, is to use Flashman's Time Stopper weapon, as I'm about to do right now, and it will stop the lasers of death. So that is probably the way that you are perhaps intended to get through the difficult laser section, the more difficult laser section coming up here in a minute, but I'm going to do it as Bunny did it, the badass way. Also, so, okay, hold on. I was thinking of a different area. Because Bunny had a lot of trouble with those Sniper Joe enemies, right? Sniper Joe is the guy in this game that has the shield, and she kept trying to find a way to break the shield with a weapon, but I don't think there is any weapon in this game that will break his shield, right, Doom? But if he's called Sniper Joe, my question is, does he have a different name when he's in that mech suit, or is it just Sniper Joe in a mech suit? Alright, so yeah, I am going to right now go through this deadly laser section, hopefully without dying, because if I die, then I show myself to be a freaking noob. Now, how did I do that? Years and decades of practice. The energy that's there and the one-ups and stuff, those are mostly traps to get you to go for them and die. But if you were using Flashman and you were able to get some of that energy, that could refill your Flashman energy and keep the time stopper going for longer if you can get it. Years and decades, yes. So these guys in the mech suit that I was talking about, Bunny had a lot of trouble with them. She, I think, eventually hit on using Quick Boomerang to kill them, which is very good. What I would always do is I would use Air Shooter, which takes one hit to get them to drop out of the mech suit, and then just you know, dodge their bullets as I kill them. But from now on, I might use Quick Boomerang a lot more, since Bunny proved how awesome it really is. Okay, now, Quickman's weakness is supposedly crash bombs, but as we discussed after the stream is over, you have to shoot a crash bomb against a wall and hope the explosion hits him. But with the way he jumps around, there's no way to predict where he's going to go, so it's damn near impossible to hit him with crash bombs, I think, personally. That's why I always just use P. But then when I get him down to less than half of his health, if I had full time stopper right here, it would take away half his health. Let's see if this is enough to kill him. I don't think it's going to be quite enough. No, almost. But yeah, usually most people go in there, use Flashman's weapon on him immediately to take down half his health. But what I do is, I shoot him with P till he's got more than half of his health gone. Then I use Time Stopper on him to sadistically watch his life drain away when he looks in horror, knowing that there's nothing he can do before he dies. I mean, what? Hey, bro. Whoa, you were getting achievements? Okay, I forgive you. You already missed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Robot Masters, Ratmus. Yes, I did, and I explained how much you wanted. Damn it, I keep forgetting to show off the birds that somebody in chat tried to say. There's an Easter egg with birds, but I keep forgetting to do it. I thought it was hilarious how Bunny was reading the manual and she's like, half this manual is devoted to how you climb ladders. Ladders must be a real problem in this game. And then you get to Crash Man's level and the Wily levels, and it kind of is. Wow, that was some expert dodging, if I do say so. Now, if you have item 1, it makes it very easy to skip some of these sections. I'll probably show off the Woodman Leaf Shield, what you guys are probably thinking. I'll probably do that in the Wily levels. But yeah, if you're not doing a speed run or a race, this is a perfectly acceptable but slow way to just ride to victory. And yeah, a long time ago on the internet, Ratmus found a random remix that somebody had made of the Crash Man music, and it was called Crash Man in the Hizzy. And that's why Ratmus sometimes says Crash Man in the Hizzy. What did Buck say about that? Ratmus, according to Buck, who was just joking, you're a horrible person for starting with MegaMan. A lot of times speedrunners will do this, so not that, but like they'll come up here and immediately jump because it's faster than climbing the ladder. Of course, you have to do it frame perfect. Now, Doom, when I always used to race against you, I would look at us doing this area, and to me, I would do it so much better and so much faster than you, and you would do it so stupidly and so slow. And my first instinct was to tell you, hey, Doom, why don't you do this area like I do it? But then I was like, wait, why am I giving him tips? I'm trying to beat him in a race, and he's still beating me. Bo, Ratmus posted the Crashman and the Hizzy remix on Discord. So first of all, there's no real point in going up the left. You gotta go up the right. Hey Cobra, how's it going? Now, second thing that Bunny obviously never realized is that Leaf Shield is gonna be your best friend here. And there is why. Wow, I cannot pause while this Leaf Shield is on the screen. Something else to note is that the birds that drop the eggs will come either from the right side of the screen or the left side of the screen, depending on which way MegaMan is facing. So like, right now I'm facing left, so he comes from the left. Now I'm facing right, so he comes from the right. Oh shit, somehow he's coming from the left. Okay, hold on. I think I reset him because I want him to come from the right. Oh shit, he's... Hold on. I want you to come from the right. Why are you not coming from the right? Is it reversed or something? Okay, I don't know what that was all about. It might be reversed or something, but anyways, this is why you want him to come from the right, because it's much easier. The eggs will just be knocked down And you just have to avoid the bird itself. So just manipulate, if the eggs are coming from the wrong direction, just face the other direction. Here's something else Bunny didn't realize. She came up from the left, got this energy tank, and then just went back down the ladder, when instead you can use an item, whatever item you have, 2 or 1, to do that, to get back up here, and even get over here if you want, I believe, a 1-up. Yeah, there you go. I tell you what, Bunny, if you're listening, which you're probably not, I was very impressed, by the way, going back to ladders. The whole thing with how every time you pause and you're on a ladder, you will immediately fall down off that ladder unless you press up again, which the instruction manual did explain. That never tripped Bunny up. She never fell off a ladder accidentally, I don't think, from pausing, which was very good. Kudos to her. So yeah, Crash Man, his weakness is Airman's weapon. It can kill him in 2 hits if you can hit him. Just like that. Okay, she did once in Wily 4. Okay, but for the most part, pretty good. And I'm sure we've all accidentally fallen off a ladder. Okay, so last Robot Master that I'm doing, Heatman, and I'm going to hold down both the B and A buttons as I press the start button on Heatman. Let's see what happens. Easter egg, random birds. Heatman to me and Ratmus always look like he's inside of a shoebox. Almost like it's a turtle shell, like he's using a shoebox as a turtle shell. Obviously this level did give Bunny some problems. She eventually got through it, of course. Now, of course, the falling into the lava will kill you, unless you currently have invincibility frames. Then you can quickly get yourself out of there. Of course, Mega Man 1, I don't think, had any invincibility frames. Alright, let's try Bubble Man's weapon on those guys. It kills them, as I previously mentioned. Normally, I don't even bother killing those guys, but I just wanted to show that off. I don't think Bunny had item 3 at this point, but I do. Teenage Shoebox Ninja Turtles. Quick Boomerang does what? Oh, kill those guys? Okay, yeah, probably. So these blocks that disappear and reappear are a staple of the Mega Man series, and I believe they're called Yoku blocks in Japan. But I don't think they ever said that in the North American, like, I don't remember as a kid playing Mega Man saying like, oh, those are Yoku blocks. Like, I never heard that term until I was an adult. Now, obviously, Bunny did not have crash bombs at this point. She got glitched through this wall several times, but I'm going to use crash bombs, because why not? Oh, I thought it was the official name, so I don't know. Alright, here we come to the most infamous part. Now, Ratmus has done this on stream, Lizard has done this on stream, Bunny has done this on stream. It obviously took her, you know, a lot of trial and error to get through this part. I'm pretty sure the song was like, Rockman, have you done this part? And I was like, well, yeah, of course I've done it in my life sometime. I must have, right? But I don't really remember. Because, Bunny, once you come through here with, oh, I don't know, item 2, Not a problem anymore. The reason I did not jump off and get that 1-up is because the last time I did that on stream, I hit a block and died. So yeah, if you want to call me a quote-unquote wuss for not doing those blocks the quote-unquote legit way, I say work smarter, not harder. Bubble Man, or Heat Man's weakness is bubble lead. People were talking about, do you pronounce it bubble lead or bubble lead? I've always pronounced it bubble lead. I've always pronounced Gerudo Valley as Gerudo Valley. Again, don't at me. Now, Ratmus, didn't you beat this guy with P once? Or is it Metal Blades? Is it Metal Blades that are harder than P? I can't remember. Okay, so Metal Blades is worse than P because Metal Blades do less damage than your regular P. And Ratmus came through on his stream. Not only did he do the Yoku blocks without item 2, he beat him with Metal Blades and no damage. So clearly Ratmus is a genius or something. Message from Dr. Light. 43 minutes into the stream and we're going into Dr. Wily. How long did it take Bunny to get here? Yes. Of course, if this was a speed run, I would have already beaten the game by now and lost to Doom. Ratmus make fun of his satellite dish. Is nobody going to talk about how it seems like there's a drainage river coming out of the front of that? As a kid, I would always use Leaf Shield here. But it's faster to just simply, wow, do that. I thought the birds were done because there was such a long period of time before that bird came out. It's full of bird shit. Alright, so I'm going to use item 3 here, and I'm going to quickly run off the stream. Quickly run off the screen so that it doesn't use too much of item 3's energy. So, yeah, check my, so I have 5 lives. Currently have all full energy, and I have 4 energy tanks, which is the max that you can hold. I think that the lives max out at 9 in this game, I think. So, like, if you got 9 lives and you got another one, it would just still be 9, I think. I'm trying to diagonal hit him, there we go. Now we got 6 lives. Oops, yes. Screwed that up quickly, get it off the screen. What? This is the way I like to kill that guy safely. Again, unless I'm doing a race or something, which Please, when would I ever race this game? Certainly not anymore. And now we once again have full energy. So yeah, Ratmus said that you can kill this guy with quick boomerang. Let's try to find that out. All right, well we killed him. All right, then here we come. Yeah. So we come to the infamous section that gave Bunny so much trouble because, like, when she finally asked chat for help, the tip that chat gave her was to use item 1 from the ladder, and that is a great tip. Don't get me wrong, but I mean, as a kid, I did not immediately know that you could do that. Like, I'm sure as a kid for the first couple of years, I just did it from the top of the ladder, didn't know that you could do it from the side of the ladder. But yeah, what Bunny didn't realize is, yes, you can only have 3 item 1s out at a time. However, once the first one disappears... Wow, I almost didn't make that. Once the first one disappears, use another one. You can have 3 on the screen at a time. And I did that kind of actually... I mean, for me, that was kind of sloppy. I almost freaking hit my head and fell down there. Like, I could have done that a lot better. Like, what you want to do is put out the item 1s quickly and jump on them quickly and get to as far to the left as you can before you use the next one, because you want to get as much horizontalness as you can as you're moving horizontally before the vertical gets too high. You know what I'm saying? Yes, so the Doom told me that the name of this dragon is the Mecha Dragon, and I always use quick boomerang on him, and as I said to Doom, I always stop here, wipe the sweat off my hands, and Doom wanted to hear that. Here you go. You hear that on my sweatpants? I'm wearing sweatpants because I gave up. And wiping sweat on my sweatpants, that's what they're for. Because this platforming is serious business. I mean, it's January 2025. Haven't we all given up at this point? Alright, concentration mode. I like to stand on the top block like that because, as you saw, if he hits me with his fireballs on the top block, it pushes me back and I land safely on the middle block. That's how I beat that boss. Yes. When I do this, I'm literally checking to see if every one of my energies for all my weapons are full. So I have 7 lives now, and still full energy tanks. This isn't normal procedure, but my hands are sweaty again, so let's wipe them off on the sweatpants. Wait for that guy to change his firing pattern. Okay, so I don't need any more energy tanks. technically I don't need more extra lives. I could go for this extra life. You know, let's go for it. Now we got 8 lives. Here's the 7-Eleven to refill any energies that we might need. Oh, I'm missing a little metal blade. Alright, once again, all full. So we can proceed through this area. Whoa, we screwed that up. I lost a little more item 3 than I would have preferred, but we'll get it back up eventually. Now, using Flashman Time Stopper here is a legitimate strategy, but I've just threaded the needle right here. There's a space that you can get there. It is very, I guess it takes practice to notice exactly what space you're supposed to get in between them. As you can see, I did it. This is, I really like this boss. Now, Bunny had some trouble with this boss, I would say. The thing with this boss is, it always has the same pattern. The things that come out are always the same in the same order. So if you memorize the pattern, or at least can somewhat recognize the pattern, and they each take 2 hits of Metal Blade. Oops. Whoops. Okay, so another thing to note is, wow, look, when I paused it, it looks like they all came back. But if I unpause it, you can see the ones that have been destroyed. Don't stand on ones that haven't come out yet, because those are the ones that are going to come out. Holy shit, I'm taking a lot more damage than I ever expected to. In other words, if you stand on ones that have already come out, you should be relatively safe. And what was the name of that boss again, Doom? Was that Pico Kun? Don't know why it's called that. We should ask Enough King again. Alright, so I believe if I go to the right, there's like an energy tank, which obviously I don't need. Yeah, I went down here and killed this enemy on the off chance that he would give me weapon energy, and he did, so here we are, back to full weapon energy again for everything, with 4 energy tanks and 8 extra lives. Alright. Very simple level here. Only really difficult part is these spikes, obviously. Now, even me being a quote-unquote expert, I have died here before many times. It happens. I wasn't trying to demonstrate it, but here we are. No, I mean, Professor Rockman was just showing you what not to do there, right? Let's try a different strategy for that section. Now, since I am Professor Rockman, I have never died to these spikes. Only noobs, only fucking noobs would die to these spikes. That would never happen. See what I'm talking about? No problem. No problem at all. Definitely didn't die there. Alright, so this boss coming up, the instruction manual even says that it is the Guts Dozer. If you don't know because you've never played Mega Man 1, Gutsman was a robot master in Mega Man 1, and Dr. Wily has apparently turned his giant body into a bulldozer. Quick Boomerang is his weakness. Hi, Song. I thought you were asleep. I'm sorry, did my yelling wake you up? So you have to wait until it appears halfway across the screen before you can stand on this. And then just fucking spam it right into his face. Like, if I waited longer, he would start throwing out enemies at him. He would start throwing out enemies into my face. But just spam the quick boomerang and he's dead. I didn't know yelling was like laughing, and you can be yelled at or with. Wow, I have a lot of energy to refill here, don't I? Back to full. I unfortunately only have 7 extra lives now. Don't know how I'm going to survive with only 7 extra lives. Alright, so the infamous invisible hole in the floor section. So what Bunny did not realize is that bubble lead can be useful, not just for killing enemies, but it goes along the ground and it will show you where the pits are. Yeah, I mean, I could have tried to, like, item 3 my way up there, but I know where the pits are here. It's like jump and jump, but just for showing off sake. There's one pit, you know, there's another pit. You could know where it is. And yeah, even though I know I know that there is a pit here in the spikes, and I could use Bubble to find exactly where it is. Bunny didn't want to take any chances, and even still to this day, you know what? I don't take any chances either. Even though I could probably jump over it, why take chances? I don't need that energy tank because I have 4, can't hold another. Alright, which brings us to this section. Somebody's texting me. Ratmus, it's your mother. Alright, so the strategy for these next rooms is, yes, you definitely could use metal blades. That's perfectly fine, but I'm going to show off a different strategy, and that's using Leaf Shield. Interesting thing about Leaf Shield is you can activate it, and you can even press the jump button, and it won't go away until you press left or right. So I can just sit here with the Leaf Shield on and leisurely wait as this takes me around killing enemies. Obviously, this is a slow method, not useful for speedruns. Speedruns, you can even damage boost in these areas. But yeah, I've pretty much liked to use Leaf Shield for these sections, even since I was a kid. Especially, like I said, knowing that you can activate it here, and that guy's creeping up on me, but it doesn't matter, because I can just jump down and it's fine. And yeah, if a 1-up fell into the spikes, you could try to, like, damage boost yourself. Like, purposefully hit an enemy, then jump on the spikes to get the 1-up. It might work, but maybe it's too dangerous and not worth it. Alright, so normally on these enemies I would use Air Shooter, but Bunny started using Quick Boomerang, so let's try Quick Boomerang on these guys. Okay, it takes 3 Quick Boomerangs to destroy his mech. If there's a way to get through there without taking damage, I don't know what it is. That works really well because you can really spam Quick Boomerang and it does not use up a lot of energy at all, so that's cool. Alright, so I'm going to mute the game volume so I can... Again, I am Professor Rockman. I'm going to professor it up and explain to you how to beat this boss, and I'm going to do it so I can hear myself think. So, now, Bunny beat this boss a totally valid way, probably the way that we beat it first when we were kids, is, you know, you use your crash bombs, you destroy all the walls, you die, you come back, you refill your crash bombs, preferably to max, the walls don't respawn, and then you use your crash beams to kill the turrets. Now, this boss is actually called the Boo Beam Trap. Again, I don't know why it's called that. We can call them turrets, the things on the walls, because they shoot, right? So there is another way to beat this boss, and it's the way that I've beaten this boss most of the way as I'm an adult. I believe, and Doom can correct me if I'm wrong, but there are 5 turrets that you need to kill, and there are 5 walls. But you actually only need to destroy 2 of those walls. 2 of those walls are directly in front of turrets. You have to destroy them. The other walls, you actually don't need to destroy. If you maneuver yourself around the room using things like item 1 or item 3, you can get away with not destroying those walls. And you have just enough crash bombs, if you come in here with full crash bombs, to destroy all 5 of the guns and the 2 walls that you need to. Right, Doom? I don't know why I'm asking some random person in chat named Kodoom. I'm the professor here, I should know. Now, the other thing is when I go in here, due to the sprite flicker of the NES in my stream, it's going to be very difficult for you to see what's going on. Like, if I'm really being a professor here and I wanted to teach someone, it's going to be really difficult to see what's going on because everything's going to be fucking disappearing. There's so much stuff on the screen. The other thing about this boss, and some people think it's a glitch or cheating, personally I think it's a fucking feature and the intended way to beat this, I will also show off. I sent a picture to my husband on January 1st, and he's just now responding to it. Oh, because he got a new phone and had to reinstall everything or something. Okay, so I'm coming in here. Now the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to use item 1 to try and get myself up to the tippy-top middle of the level, of this room, which is what I just did. I don't know if you could see that with all the flicker going on, but I am now at the top middle platform using item 1. Now these turrets are about to shoot at me, and these turrets obviously do a lot of damage, so it is very difficult to avoid getting hit by these turrets from their gunfire. But there's a very simple way that you can do this, Bunny, or anyone else. And that is, you see how I have paused it right here? I'm going to hit pause rapidly over and over again, and let's see what happens. By doing this, MegaMan is phasing in and out of existence, and the turrets, their bullets went right through me and I didn't take any damage. That is a feature. That is the intended way you're supposed to beat this. I don't care what anyone says. Alright, so now that I am up on the top level, let's shoot this turret here. Okay, yeah, that is a problem though, is when there's a crash bomb on the screen, you can't pause. So that's... You also can't pause when there's an item 1 on the screen, and there's a lot of slowdown going here. So I'm going to wait till these guys fire, and then I'm going to quickly try to use item 1 and fail, because there's a lot of lag and slowdown. And I'm completely fucking this up. Okay, I took a lot of damage there that I did not intend to take. Alright, so now we are back in the middle, so I am going to use crash bombs to destroy this wall. It's one of the 2 necessary walls that you need to destroy because it is blocking the turret behind it. Taking our time once again and phasing through the bullets. Now this might kill your speed run and it might actually allow Doom to overtake you and win, but still, I mean, what's the alternative? Get hit? I suppose I could just get hit, take the damage, and use my energy tanks, but I mean, that's kind of a lame way to do this. Alright, so by jumping over this wall and everything, I have made it over here, which allows me to kill this guy without destroying the wall. Use item 3 to get out of this little area. And so, destroying the second necessary wall. Now, some people... I'm gonna phase through here and explain something here. Some people like to do a thing where they shoot a crash bomb right here, or here, and if you do it at just the right space, it will destroy both this wall and this wall. But I don't do that because I don't think it's necessary, and it's very easy to miss, and I don't know the exact place where you're supposed to put it to destroy both walls at once, so I don't do that. This is the way I do that, boss. That's the way I do that, boss. And now we are on to the famous boss rush. And yes, having never played a Mega Man game before, Bunny did not know that a boss rush before Wily is basically a staple of the series. Alright, we got Heatman here, so his weakness is Bubble. Alright, we got Airman here. So yeah, what I like to do is I try to hit him with... Well, first I try to hit him with just P, but then when he jumps over to the left, then like I said, you can do P, you can do Leaf Shield, or you can even do Quick Boomerang, but anyways, he's dead, and because I was talking, I didn't get the energy, oh well. Hey Max, how's it going? Alright, so Woodman. Bunny always beat him with Metal Blades, and that's perfectly fine, but I'm going to show you how to beat him with a fully charged up Atomic Fire. That's not Atomic Fire. Bubble Man, as we previously discussed, 4 Metal Blades will kill him. Alright, I got him down to less than half of his health. Now we do Time Stop on him. Didn't have to do this just for the swag. That's what kids these days say, right? Crashman, weakness is Air Shooter. Metal Man, as we all know. You know what? Actually, hold on a second. I'm going to show off how to beat Metal Man with Quick Boomerangs, because Bunny never saw this. This is technically his actual weakness, besides Metal Blade, so there you go. I almost never do that, but I showed it off. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, so this is the Wily Machine, and Bunny hit on a really good strategy where she used Crash Bombs for his first phase, and then I think Quick Boomerangs for his second phase, and that's totally fine, you can do that, but I'm out of Crash Bombs. So I'm just going to do what I always do, and I just use Metal Blade for both of his phases, and I think Bunny tried to use Metal Blade and didn't think that it worked. It actually did work, and it really helps if you can shoot diagonally. Like that. Just fucking spam it diagonally, horizontally, vertically, whichever way you want to do it, fucking destroy it. Good point as well, Buck. Did you raise your hand to get extra credit for that question? Now, Bunny didn't like the noises these make for some reason. I never really had a problem with the noises, never thought about it. Now, here is a tip for this area. If you just run to the right and never stop, then you shouldn't get hit by any of these things. Just never stop running. Don't accidentally jump into them, because they will do hella damage. Now, I don't think anyone ever really explained to Bunny what that is supposed to be. I always assumed it was acid dripping down from the ceiling. I mean, that is acid, right? Alright, as Bunny found out, the only thing that works on this Dr. Wily alien boss is Bubble Lead. I have 4 energy tanks, and I have 8 lives. And she did hit on the correct pattern. You can hit him like twice, or maybe even 3 times if you just spam the button at the right time. And he does follow a specific pattern, just keep jumping at the right time. Do not touch him, because again, he will do hella damage, as I think I said. Unless I'm doing a speed run, unless I'm racing Doom or Buck, you know, I can go really slow and not like risk it for some sort of a theoretical or metaphorical biscuit. There you go, damageless. That would suck, Doom. Alright, I hope everyone in chat was taking notes on Professor Rockman's lecture of how to beat Mega Man 2, because there will be a test. You will be expected to beat this game on your own and show it to me. Now, Ratmus always called this the mystery ending because he was like, what the fuck is going on here? They don't explain what's going on here. You know, Mega Man is just walking home as the seasons change, and yes, there are 5 seasons, so this is fall, clearly. Leaves are falling, right? You might think there are 4 seasons, but there's actually 5, as we will see. Here's snow coming down. I mean, I know Doom doesn't know what the hell snow is, but that's snow, that's winter. This is, now, those are cherry blossoms. So that's cherry blossom season, that's number 3. This is rain coming down, so that's spring. Completely different from cherry blossom season. And then number 5 is summer. I mean, the ending is up to interpretation. Mega Man walks home in solitude, in silence. You can see on his face what he's thinking about, and then he leaves his helmet there as he goes back to what he hopes to be his normal life. Now, there was a band that made some music about that, and I think it's just one person's interpretation is that, he's saying, Dr. Light, why did I fight? Why did I have to fight all those robots? They were my brothers, why is the blood of Bubble Man on my hands? Why? Mega Man might be a robot, but he has feelings, like Doom loves robots with feelings, He's a real boy, yes, because he can take his helmet on and off, apparently. Mega Man 1 walked so Mega Man 2 could run, yes. And yeah, a lot of people were saying, oh, how great Mega Man 3 is. And I do think Mega Man 3 is great, but that game does have some problems. I think it has some problems. Still a great game, though. And I'm pretty sure I got Mega Man 3 for my birthday. Whatever year that might have been. It might have been, I don't know, I'd have to look at the dates everything came out. Again, because I don't exactly remember. I'm not going to do Mega Man 3 right now. So Mega Man 2 came out in the US in June of 1989. So I was probably playing Mega Man 2 in 1989, late 1989. Actually, we moved out of Chicago in June of 1989, actually. And that's when the song was born, by the way. It was when Mega Man 2 came out. But when did Mega Man 3 come out? And actually, the Wikipedia is telling me, for the Game Boy game, see Mega Man 2 in parentheses 1991 Game Boy game, which was the clickbait image that Bunny was using on her first YouTube stream. Because the Game Boy Mega Man 2 is different. Definitely different. And it came out in 1992 in North America. But where is Mega Man 3? So Mega Man 3 came out in North America in November of 1990. So if I got Mega Man 3 for my birthday, as I think I did, my birthday's March 3rd, so probably March 3rd, 1991, I got Mega Man 3, I think. So yeah, but like I said, Mega Man 3 is a great game. Not going to play it right now. I did a stream a few years ago where I beat Mega Man 2 and Mega Man 3 on the same stream. Don't want to do that right now. This was just meant to be a short stream for fun of just Mega Man 2. Now, if sometime in the future Bunny ever plays Mega Man 3, then I'll probably do the same thing. I'll be like, play Mega Man 3 right afterwards. Alright, so I hope everyone enjoyed that playthrough of Mega Man 2. So, we have an NES hooked up here. What NES game, out of all the NES games that I own, could I switch to? Well, I have another NES game here. This NES game also starts with the letter M. Looking at the cartridge, it has a price tag on it that says $1.99. Doesn't say where it's from. From the looks of it, it might be Toys R Us. I'm not sure. It's also definitely one of Kodoom's favorite NES games. Right? What could it be? Like I said, this music is just so nostalgic for me. Even though this game is completely stupid, it's hard for me to listen to this and not snap along with it. There are many video game musics like that. Holy shit, I have a weapon now. Now, don't worry, because before the stream, I watched a YouTube video of how to beat this game, number one. And number two, I'm not going to beat this game. I promise. I'm just going to beat level 1, okay? And by the way, Max, you said it was you who made Bunny play Mega Man 2? Well, if so, yes, thank you. You did a great job. And Bunny did a great job as well. So if you've never seen this game before or played it, there are two things to note. Apparently there's a lot of hidden items, like this invincibility I just found. The other thing is that Minnie is invincible, like Tails. And that will come into play later. Oh look, we found a 1-up. Now there are actually Game Genie codes for this Doom. I am positive that I beat this game as a kid. Positive. I could use Game Genie codes to have infinite lives or infinite energies, but again, I don't really care. Doom already beat this game, so that's good enough for me. I just want to beat level 1 and jam along to the wonderful music. Watch out for those owls, they will shit on you. Okay, you can die now. Thank you. There's a way to kill those brooms. I'm not sure what it is. I don't know what is up with their hitboxes. I couldn't figure that out during my practice run of this. Because yes, I had a practice run of this. I actually beat level 1 before the stream started. I think there might be actually a hidden warp. Okay, I didn't realize that was an enemy. Apparently I forgot which way to go, and I just thought this was the right way to go, and that happened. What was I saying? I think somewhere in this level, if you shoot a hidden spot, like there is a warp to a later level, is what I think I was trying to say. So apparently, even though I did this before, I might forget where to go. Okay, so we have made it to the boss of level 1. So here is how you beat the boss of level 1 of Mickey Mousecapade. No, not like that. You make Minnie go up to the 2nd floor. Okay, hold on. Son of a bitch, I didn't find the... Shit! Wow, I really fucked this up. I did not fuck this up on my practice run. I went the complete wrong direction somewhere, and I needed to find a 2nd star weapon, and instead I did not find a 2nd star weapon. See, how am I killing these brooms? I don't even know. Okay, this was not the right way. That was where I found the enemy, right? I think it was way back further. I don't know. I'm completely lost. I don't know where it was. I did this easily before off stream. Was it to the right here? No, this was the... Wow. This was just supposed to be a stupid, like, 10-minute thing, and I turned it into a big problem. What? See, I swear that is the second star. What did I do wrong? Did I do something wrong and there's an enemy there instead of the weapon that I need? What is going on? This did not happen during any of my practice runs. Well, I guess we're not beating this because I don't know how to beat it. Okay, let's reset and try again because something is wrong. You start out, you don't have a weapon at all. Did I need a certain amount of points? Was I not killing enough enemies or something? I guess you have to shoot the handles of the brooms. Well, this is a disaster. Alright, so I'm watching the World of Long plays again. So yeah, first you get the thing that shoots stars. I guess for Mickey. And pass that one up, you get the key, yeah. That's really stupid that like you can shoot all these places for hidden stuff and then yet sometimes it could be bad stuff. So it's like, what, you gotta memorize every goddamn location? Alright, so after you kill that cat, do you know what the name of the cat is, Doom? Is it a famous Disney character? Okay, so yeah, the what? The box that had the enemy for me had the shooting star weapon for him. Why? Why did I get an enemy? That doesn't make any fucking sense. Does it have to do with your score, or is it literally just RNG? It's like, what's the point in... Like, now I have to be afraid to shoot anything. Trying to get health. Now it's a weapon. So now both Mickey and Minnie can shoot, as it's supposed to be. If that's RNG, that's so fucking stupid. That's my bad. So, I think I said before that I remember playing this with Ratmus, but maybe... Is that not the case? Like, can you even play this with two players with one person controlling Minnie, or is it just like this? Which is what I wanted to show off this entire time. Is you get the both shooting stars, you get Minnie up there, but Mickey down there. Minnie is invincible, and this can be used to kill at least two bosses in the game. And according to me, that's the intended method, just like everything else where I use features in games. That's the intended method of how to beat that boss and how to play this game, frankly. And that's the entire thing that I wanted to show off in this game. It's stupid that it took this long, but there you go. It's like, I have a memory burned into my brain of doing this, especially in the pirate level against, what's-his-face Pete, Doom. And finally, after all this time, we beat level 1 of Mickey Mousecapade. Wow, okay, well, I was the professor of MegaMan 2, but apparently I am not a professor of this game, I'm just a stupid idiot. See you in a minute. All right. You guys want to see me play anything else, or should I just end the stream right here? Max has a George Costanza clapping emote. Well, Doom, I know you enjoyed the Mega Man 2 portion of the stream. My next stream will probably be next Monday when we will continue Echoes of Wisdom. Oh, and I think you asked earlier, Doom, like if Bunny plays Majora's Mask, am I going to play Majora's Mask right afterwards? Probably. Almost certainly. Let me look at my NES games list, see if there's anything I want to do or I want to just go. I mean, I could beat Contra. I've done that a million times. I do have a bit of a headache. Do need to use the bathroom. What else we got? Anything? Ratmus, aren't you playing a game called... Oh, you're playing a game called Irony Curtain. Well, we have a game called Iron Tank. Yeah, if Bunny ever plays Zelda 2, then I will definitely have the urge to play Zelda 2. All right, bye, Doom. I think I'm going to end it here. Well, you know what? Hold on. Like I said, I do have a headache. I do have to use the bathroom. This was just intended to be a very short stream. I am going to quickly check out one other NES game here today that I don't think we've ever checked out on stream before. Just briefly, let's check it out. This is an NES game. Coincidentally, it also has a price tag that says $1.99 on it. Man, remember when NES games used to be real cheap before they jacked up the frickin' prices thanks to greedflation? Now they're all $7.99 or higher. So most of you guys remember that Ratmus and I got Top Gun with our NES for Christmas. But this is not Top Gun. This is actually the sequel to NES Top Gun The Second Mission, which I almost never play. Wow, I didn't even know it had a two-player versus game. Mission number 1, hunt down and destroy the enemy's new high-tech bomber. Wow, so effing high-technical. Yeah, with Top Gun, the whole select what type of missiles you want thing, like, to me, it's quantity over quality. I don't know. Now, I suck at Top Gun, and I've barely ever played Top Gun The Second Mission. I just wanted to show off that it exists. And by the way, because I am so cool, I own 2 copies of Top Gun for NES and 2 copies of Top Gun The Second Mission for NES. Why? I don't know. I'm just cool like that. Wow. I wonder if this is giving Song motion sickness. I don't even know what button does what. I'm just mashing buttons over here. Isn't this high-tech and action-packed and exciting? Holy shit, we're doing barrel rolls over here. And we're dead. Okay. You know, what is... You know, like, B... I'm pressing the B button and I'm shooting guns, so you would think that the A button would be shooting missiles. But actually, no. Actually, I think the missiles are spontaneously firing on their own once I lock onto an enemy. That's very strange. How many G-forces am I experiencing right now? Yeah, this is certainly not a game that I enjoy. Again, I don't think I've ever streamed it. Wow, there's no pause in this game. So let's just wait until I die again. See, I think once you get an enemy plane in your sights, then it will automatically fire the missiles at it. You have to press B to shoot the guns. You know, it might help if I read the instruction manual. But I don't have the instruction manual. Of course, the internet does. In Top Gun 1, I have landed the plane some of the time on stream. Whoa, now we're shooting targets on the water. Amazing. Whoa, there was a voice that said game over. I didn't know that it had that. Whoa, cutscene. But yeah, good to see you, Max. I have 136 unique NES games, some of which have multiple copies. I also have some Famicom games. But yeah, that, like I said, that was meant to be a quick stream, and I gotta go. So thanks everyone for watching. My next stream, as I said, will be Monday. We could raid Bunny. She's playing Neva. We're not going to do that, however. 0 frames dropped. All right. Thanks everyone for watching. Seriously. That's the end of the stream. Bye, everyone.